All right, guys, this next card is one of my faves. And you are going to need 4 pieces of of printed paper that are 1.5 inch square. And you can do any of the dark blue pattern, or I shouldn't say dark blue, just any of the blue pattern. And so I think I'm going to pull this piece, but again, it doesn't really matter. You can use any of the papers. So I need 1.5 inch squares. So I'm just going to cut 2 1.5 inch strips here. And then I'll cut those into squares. And I am doing it so that the patterns will stay kind of contiguous. Does that sound right? Contiguous. I maybe just made up a word. I don't know. I never know. It's so hard. Okay, so these 4 pieces should all fit together. So let's see how that goes. As you may have guessed, they're going to go on this pattern. And once again, we've got a thick white card base. Here we go. Okay. So we'll set that aside. And let's see if we can arrange these on here correctly. Is that right? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Or, no. Ooh, maybe that is how it goes. No? Well, I thought I had it all. Actually, maybe it doesn't matter as much. Maybe we'll kind of spread them out and go like this. I don't know. I'll put that up there. Okay, so you got 4 squares on here. That's really all that matters. Okay, I'm going to adhere these on, and then we're going to cover this up with a die cut wave. I'm kind of excited about this. And again, any of the patterns would work. Maybe not this side of this card, but really any of the others would work. So I'll just kind of get these centered on here. And before I press them down permanently, I kind of want to make sure they're arranged relatively well. That looks pretty good. Okay, so there's that piece. Now, as mentioned, we're going to die cut one of the pieces. So I want to pull out the die that has the long flat side. There's a short flat side, and then this one has kind of a long flat side. This is the one I'm going to use. So I'm going to die cut this out of my white scrap of cardstock, and then we'll put this together. Okay, so I've got this piece. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to use my liquid glue technique with my silicone craft sheet. So I'll put a little liquid glue out, and I don't need the whole piece covered because, you know, we only have our square here. So we're going to have this go all the way to the edge here, like so. And how cool is that? All right, I don't have any glue back here, so let me see if I can get a little bit on just to hold that down. I think we got it. All right, obviously I'll trim off the excess. And isn't that cool? We'll pop this up onto our card. I love that all these cards are really easy. Now, if you were doing this in a class, in person, I might die cut the pieces that need die cutting ahead of time to make the transitions go a little smoother for your class participants, especially if space and time are limited, because you don't want them at your house all night or wherever you are all night, or all afternoon, depending on when your event is. And then if I was doing this as an online class, obviously I would give them what what you guys are getting in your kit. And you could do full packages of the paper and the gems, and obviously you would charge accordingly. So if I gave a full pack of the paper, a full pack of the gems, and a full roll of ribbon, I would probably charge about $35 for this class, depending, maybe $40 to cover shipping, because 12 by 12 does not ship inexpensively. Or you could do like a half a package of the DSP. That would be less expensive to ship. So then I would maybe charge $35 to $38 for this class, kind of depending. Okay, I'm going to add my sentiment. One of the things I love about this is there are just such wonderful sentiments in this stamp set. So our friendship is a thing of beauty. And then we're going to add some gems around. And so your customers can enjoy these beautiful projects. They can create them, like I said, either with you or separately. Kind of like that. You can add more or less, whatever you'd like. Oh, such a pretty card, and fun and easy. And then what I always like to do with my classes are give them some additional ideas. So if you have any other card samples with this, definitely have them out for customers to look at, or snap pictures and put them in with your directions of your PDF. All right.